Alright, so I worked ahead a little bit. I had to rework this. So I took a newer set of Christmas lights and I replaced the older set. And right now what we're doing is taking that longer wire that I talked about in that last bit. I flipped the 9 volt, right? I got a new 9 volt on here. I flipped the 9 volt. I've got it looking like this now. Like I said, with the design, I like the way that would look. So we just want the wire to connect to the positive feed. Let's see. Whoop. Positive feed. And we want it to sit there with this electrical tape. And then we've got this trigger mechanism that I built here. Basically, I made it kind of fancy. All you needed to do, though, is to connect from the negative lead over to here and be able to push down and connect to your other wire, your shorter wire that we left. You want to secure that shorter wire going up the stem as far towards the light as possible, so in this direction, and you want to make sure that it's elevated slightly from the post so that when you press down it's actually creating a trigger. It's basically like an old telegraph where when it connects it just deet 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 deet, you know. Okay, anyway, we're gonna take a little bit of paper or tape. In this case I have some paper tape, so let's do that. It's the best of both worlds, right? And we're just gonna make a little ball kind of to go underneath where that wire is, so that when you press down the wire doesn't actually disappear into the rod. It doesn't just go flat, you know. There's something to push it back, something to bounce it back. So we're creating kind of like a little springboard for it, if you will. And what you want to do is just kind of slide it right there. Move your wires out of the way for now. And tape it into place. So now the capper is upright. And now we're going to take the trigger, which all I did was I took some of this wire here, some notebook wire, and I took the pliers, wrapped it around the positive post. As you can see here, you just kind of squeeze it together. Make sure it's got good contact with the positive post, and then it's secured. Or sorry, negative post. We're on the negative post now. As you can see, we have light. There is now a trigger. There is now a trigger wrapping around from the negative lead, correction of myself, negative lead, to where the negative wire would go. And every time you touch down with that trigger, you get your light. So now the trick is to get your stuff in place so that it doesn't move around. So what you want to do is tape your trigger into place as well. So now we have a light up wand, and now it's just cosmetics from here. So all you need to do is take some sort of paper and create a cone around this area, and now we have Lumos Nox. And now for cosmetics.